The biggest mistake producers make when they're stuck in a loop is trying too hard to escape it. So today I want to share an easy 3-step system that will help you arrange any loop without really trying. And even if you're an expert at breaking out of the loop already, this system will take the pressure out of arranging. It's super chill. Oh, and I've put all of this in a free cheat sheet, link below. But before we get into the steps, here's why most arranging advice actually makes the problem worse. Say you make a loop, you put loads of effort into making that loop great, then it's time to arrange. And just like how in Ableton Live you switch to arrangement view, your brain presses tab and flips you over to arrangement mode. And that's where you freeze up, because your brain kicks in and says, oh no, it's that time again. Now this is where my snowball system comes in. Just like how a snowball builds up more snow as it rolls, follow these 3 steps and you'll gather momentum as you explore ideas and your structure unfolds, all without your brain ever switching into that arrangement mode. So let's begin with step 1. Start with the loop you want to arrange. Here's mine. So first we want to define how long this loop should be. Many dance genres work in sections of 16 bars, so that's the length I'm using here. Or if you make music that changes every 8 bars, start with an 8-bar loop. Then you want to make sure that your loop's got all the core sounds that you'll need, such as drums, bass, chords, a vocal, a melody, whatever. I usually start with the first drop or the first main busy section. And for step 1, all you need to do is duplicate that section once. So here I've gone from a 16-bar loop to 2 sets of 16 bars. That's all you do for step 1. I told you this was easy. Now step 2 is where it gets fun. Go to your second section that we just pasted over and change it. The best way to do this is to use the section before it for ideas. So make a variation on your initial loop, add a new part, or go crazy and make a drastic switch. In this example, I've just added an ARP and a pad in the second 16 bars to step up the feel. So that's step 2, you take your duplicated loop and change stuff to make a second section. By the way, if you're sick of struggling to actually finish tracks, my loop to track workout is the full system for getting from loop to done every time. It's already training hundreds of producers to finish consistently. The link is below. Now this clearly isn't a track yet, so from here you just repeat steps 1 and 2 in a cycle. It's easy to remember. Duplicate, then change. So here I'll copy and paste my 16 bars and write a new section. Treat this as a reactive process. A good tip is to use contrast. If one section is intense, make the next one more chill. So to cool this next section down, I've done 3 really easy things. I've half-timed the main chords. I've then shifted the pad notes up an octave so they now sit above. And I muted the hi-hats. So it's the same track with a different feel. Then duplicate and change again. Use what you've already made to work out what could be interesting next. Here I put the art back in but changed the notes, and the hats are back in too, and there's a new cymbal. So make each section feel different but still connected, like different pages in one story. It's like you're producing half with the arrangement in mind, but without committing or trying too hard. Each section is just an experiment, and don't worry about the flow or order of sections yet. Oh, and bear in mind you don't have to stick to 16 bars every time. Sometimes a section only needs to be 8 bars, or if you're feeling particularly wild, you can go for 4 bars. So let the idea decide the length. And just like that snowball rolling along and getting bigger, we're building up a picture of the track and all the different sections we've made along the way. So after you've duplicated and changed a whole load of times, step 3 is where this all comes together. You've now got a bunch of different sections, one after another. So at this stage, you zoom out. Look at the macro overview. Use all the experience you just learned from your duplicating and changing, and quickly make edits. Some sections will work well side by side. Others will need reshuffling and refining into a better structure, and anything that doesn't work you just delete. This track turned out pretty well after stages 1 and 2. I only had to swap one section with another, and then I deleted an entire section that just wasn't gelling, and then another section became this very short intro. But other tracks will often need more work. You may need to cut and paste and chop and change whole parts around. Your DAW will have shortcuts to make this easy. In Ableton Live there's duplicate time and delete time, and then you've got insert silence. I use these all the time. And from here you add the finishing touches and bits of production to smooth everything together and help it flow. So transitions, fades, automation, adding effects, all that stuff. So step 3 is to refine your sections into the arrangement you actually want. One of the big benefits of this system is that you're not doing all your production inside the loop at the start, then worrying about getting out after. It doesn't really feel like arranging because you're moving from section to section first. It's low pressure. Then the arranging part feels almost too easy because you just remove the bits that don't work and then keep or reorder the bits that do. So the full snowball system is this: duplicate, then change. Repeat that until you've got enough sections, then refine everything into place. I've broken down the full system in a handy cheat sheet you can download for free at the link below. And yes, it really is that simple. Breaking out of the loop doesn't have to be complicated. Try these steps like I showed you and let me know how you get on. But this brings up a bigger issue. All the arrangement tricks in the world won't help if your mindset is wrong. So to understand how the best prolific producers actually think and how you can adopt those same habits, go and watch this video next.